Hello and welcome back for another tutorial from Nottingham Music Excellence. In this video I'm going to play this delightful piece called Waltzing Lil the Pterodactyl by Colin Cowles. And it says with a lilt as well. I don't know whether that's reference to the lil or the lilt or a bit of both. Anyway, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to make this sound really awesome. Here we go. Okay, so you've heard the music now. Let's say a few words about the detail of the piece and how to make this sound really awesome. So let's have a look. So it says, with a lilt, play with a strong waltz feel. So it is one of those waltzy pieces that needs to have a kind of a really 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I think. So really look at those notes that hit the beat 1. And then you put those extra notes in. Again, so really lean into that C there. Don't worry too much about the quavers. And even on the quavers, I think, just beat 1 there. And use that crescendo, get some of that tonguing detail in there. So I think if you can tongue those quavers that are marked on the way down, it'd sound nice and jolly, won't it? And the next section, so I presume you probably for the exam you won't do that repeat there, you'll kind of go straight on for second time bar. So a good bit of F major scale practice here. And notice it's not marked staccato, but it's one of those passages. There's no way you can play it kind of full length, tonguing on the quavers there. Just keep it nice and short and light, and it'll add to the add to the humour of the piece, I think. So nice and short and really neatly articulated on the reed there, I think. You don't want to play it, you don't want to play those quavers too long. Just keep them neat and keep it nice and flashy. And the next section, bit of conversation here with the piano, isn't there? So da da da, rest, rest, da da da, rest, rest, da da da. And then you're back to the main theme again. So you will do this repeat back to the beginning. And then let's talk about the ending. So coda here, we've got that da 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 da. We've got that idea come back, but a bit more continuous now. And then the same notes as before on the scaly passage, and the same articulation as well. So slur 6 and then slur 2, tongue 4. So if you're struggling that and you're finding that quite difficult, maybe just have a go at slurring the whole passage maybe, and just practice keeping the fingers as close as you can to the instrument. If you're struggling to kind of find that top C and it's getting a bit flat up there, maybe try I do this with pupils quite a lot. I do it with my son as well, and you know, because he's kind of he's a grade up from this now. But if you're struggling to find those high notes, instead of kind of using the brute force, like trying to force those notes out with lots of sound, just practice kind of supporting the sound, you know, using the right amount of air and the right shape in the grip to hang on to those notes a bit more securely, rather than just like forcing loads of air through the instrument to try and force it out. So just practice hanging on to that top C, you know, nice and quietly, and it would just make you work in other areas of your playing instead of forcing it out. So if you're finding that passage quite difficult, just kind of work into it in different ways, I think. Don't just kind of keep playing it the same, you know, and getting really frustrated with it. And maybe you could just add that tonguing as a, you know, as a finishing touch. Or maybe you could just try tongue the whole lot, you know. And then slur the whole lot. And then do it as written. So play around with it a little bit. Don't don't think that that is like the only way of playing it. You know, you'll probably play it like that for the exam, won't you? But I think when you're in your practice room, when you're playing on your own, you can do what you want with the music, can't you? You can play what you want, practice the music however you want. So just experiment a little bit, work on those upper notes, and you know, as I say, don't use like brute force to sort of tank out those notes, those top Cs. Just, you know, work on the other support systems that make those notes sound really nice. So I think, just to summarise, make sure the piece has got a really good waltz feel to it. Don't get too wrapped up in the high notes and the quavers, and you know, just make sure it sounds, I think, really jolly, really light-hearted, and you know, just enjoy the music. It's quite good fun, this one. So if you have watched the tutorial and you've enjoyed my sort of tips from the top, if you like, support the channel by clicking that like button and leave me a comment in that section below and let me know how you're getting on with grade 3. But time for the accompaniment now. Have a go at playing along with the accompaniment yourself and see if you can get it really in time with the piano part. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.